Okay, today we're going to go over how to pick out an appropriate scientific instrument. And you've got 6 different instruments that are on your desk on some paint stirrers, and we're going to talk about each one of these. Okay, so everyone hold up this one. Okay, which instrument is this?
A
Clock, okay? And we use a clock to do what?
Tell time.
It's going to help us tell time, okay? So a clock's going to help us tell time, all right? Let's look at the next one. Everyone hold up this one right here. Everyone hold up this one.
Tape measure.
Okay, good. It's a tape measure. We got a tape measure, and what's the tape measure help us do?
Measure things.
Measure objects.
What high we is.
How tall you are, yes. It's going to measure the length
And
of
the desk,
objects.
too.
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
next we got this one. Everyone hold up this one. The blue.
A thermometer.
Yes, thermometer. Thermometer. What's the thermometer help us do?
Like too hot
Too
or
hot
too cold.
or too cold, yep. And it will help us measure
You want the
if you're sick.
you want the middle one is too just right.
Yep, just right. Okay, what's this one measure? What is this one called?
A scale.
A scale, good.
Scale.
Scale, and a scale's gonna do what?
Well, what high we
How
is.
many pounds they are?
How many pounds? It's gonna measure in pounds.
They got a weigh station just like we.
And we talked about that. We talked about weigh stations and what trucks do when they are on the highway. They have to go and get weighed. So we have all kinds of scales. Okay, that's gonna measure how much something weighs. All right,
Hey,
hold this one up.
what about that?
Hold this one up. All right, what's this one called?
Measure cup.
Measuring cup. And what does it do?
You measure stuff with it,
Measure what with it?
like what you cook.
When we get ready to cook something, we would measure water, or you could measure flour. You can measure any kind of
Like
ingredient
milk.
for whatever we're cooking. Milk or whatever we're cooking.
Eggs.
Okay. The next one, last one.
A stopwatch.
Stopwatch. And when would you need a stopwatch? What are some examples we would need a stopwatch for?
From what?
For when we get ready to time something. That's right. We're timing something,
High expensive.
like a race, or how long it takes to cook something, or something like that. Okay, so we're gonna fill out these boxes, and we're gonna glue our pictures in the appropriate box. So let's look at the first one, right up here. It says, which instrument would you use to time a race? So which instrument would we use to time a race? I need you to glue that one in your box. So take your glue stick. Which instrument are we gonna pick? The clock or the stopwatch?
The stopwatch.
Stopwatch. We want a stopwatch when we're timing a race. We want an exact time. We want to get an exact time.
Stopwatch.
The stopwatch is going to help us get an exact time. So glue that one in the
Can I read the next one?
box. I'll let you read the next one when we get ready to go to it, honey. Everybody put your stopwatch
That
Gonna
was,
move this.
in the first box.
give me.
That's what's going to time our race.
Time for race. Race first.
Glue yours down.
And
So everybody got the stopwatch?
yes, ma'am.
All right, Hunter, read the next one.
What would you use to make a desk?
To measure
Measure
a
a desk.
measure a desk. Which one we're gonna use? Haley?
Tape measure.
Tape measure. Good job. All right. So everyone glue the tape measure down.
Found it.
Me too.
Found it. Right here.
So glue your tape measure down in the second box.
Here you go, Jonathan.
Oh, man. Happy?
I banged it.
I did, got mine.
There you go. Good job. Everybody got the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's read the third one for us, Hunter.
What ingredient and
Instrument.
would you use to weigh yourself?
Which instrument will we use to weigh ourselves, Haley?
A scale.
Good, a scale. A scale. So that goes in the third box, the scale.
They get
Oh.
that.
Just leave
Whoa.
it, just leave it.
Oh.
So let's put our scale into the third box. Does everybody have their scale put down in the third box? Okay. Let's see, what about the next one? What would you use to measure ingredients while cooking? Which one?
Measuring cup.
Good, measuring cup. Measuring cup. So let's put that next. Yep. Yep.
Go with the fourth box.
Now, our fourth box is gonna be a measuring cup.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find- So that goes in the fourth spot. Alright,
Clicky.
I want you to try to see if you can figure out the next one. What instrument would you use to tell someone what time it is? Don't say anything out loud. I want you to try to pick out the next one. You try to pick out the next one. Put it in the box. Think about which one you would use to tell someone what time it is. What did y'all say?
Clock.
Good, the clock. Good job, clock. Alright, what about the last one? Which instrument would you use to determine the temperature outside?
A thermometer.
Good, thermometer. So that's our last one.
Yep.
Done.
Done.
Alright, so now we're gonna have a little test. We're gonna take a little test. So I want you to hold up which one of your paddles is the right answer, okay? I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions.
Okay.
Okay, if we needed to figure out how much our dog weighed, what would we use? Hold up whichever one you think. If we were gonna figure out how much our dog weighed. What are we holding up?
A scale.
A scale. The
Scale.
scale, good job. Okay, let me ask you another one. If we needed to measure how tall you were, which one would we use?
Tape measure.
Good, tape measure. Everybody's holding up tape measure. Okay, the next one. If we needed to figure out how cold it was outside, which one would we use?
A thermometer.
A thermometer. And we've talked about this before. What temperature does it freeze? What temperature does it freeze?
32 degrees.
Good, 32. We talked about that. It freezes at 32 degrees. So anything colder than 32 degrees is going to be freezing outside.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And let me ask you one more. Let me think of a good one. If we were making a cake and I had to know how much flour to put in the cake, what would I use?
Just
A measuring cup.
Okay, good, a measuring cup. Good job. All right, so what all have we learned today? Tell me what all we've learned.
Hey, come on. Okay.
Tape.
We've learned about different instruments that we can
What's
use
that?
We learn about different instruments we use in life.
for different,
Occasions.
yes, on different occasions. That's right. Okay, that's good.